Every time you try to get up on a wake foil, you fall. You fall, you fall, you fall. Every single time you try to get up, you can't seem to make it happen. Well, you came to the right place, because in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down the common falls that new wake foilers experience and solutions on how to avoid them. Let's get into it. The first fall that I see with new wake foilers is the turn. This happens when you turn too far and you just let go of the rope and sink back into the water. It's not fun, and it's a little bit demoralizing. To counteract this type of fall, you need to make sure that you keep your front shoulder back. So, if you are left foot forward, this means you gotta take that left shoulder and you gotta pull it back so your chest is facing the boat. And if you're right foot forward, that means you gotta take your right shoulder and you gotta pull it back so again, your chest is facing the boat when you're trying to get up. The only way you can fix this type of fall is just by being more patient when swinging your board towards the boat. If you swing it too fast, you're gonna turn too far and you're gonna sink back into the water. So it's really important that you go slow so you can control the board and stop turning when your hip and the tip of the board is pointed towards the boat. The second type of fall that I see in new wake foilers is something I like to call the rocket. This is when the rider shoots out of the water. From the boat, it's pretty spectacular. The foil flies into the air, but as a rider, it's not very fun. So, this type of fall is caused when you have too much weight on the back of the board. The way to combat this fall is to apply more front foot pressure. If you put all of your weight on your front foot and the board's still shooting out of the water, then you can do two things. You can, one, move your stance towards the tip of the board, or two, you can move your foil backwards. Moving your foil backwards on the board is going to give you more front foot pressure and give you more authority over the tip of the board, which is going to keep you from shooting the board out of the water. The third type of fall that I see for new wake foilers trying to get up is something I like to call the submarine. This is when you have too much front foot pressure, or your stance is too far forward, or the foil is too far back in the board, and you just drive that tip of the board into the water and the board disappears underneath the surface. The way to fix this type of fall is to move your stance towards the back of the board. If moving your stance towards the back of the board doesn't work, then you can move the foil forwards. Moving the foil forwards or moving your stance back is going to allow you to put more pressure on the back of the board, allowing it to get up and out of the water rather than submarining and diving down into the water, causing you to fall. The fourth kind of fall I see with new wake foilers trying to ride is something I call the tightrope. This is when the foiler is super unsteady when they are first getting up and out of the water. There's two ways to combat this. One, spend more time on the foil. You're gonna be more comfortable on the foil the more times you try. But the second way you can solve this problem and expedite the first solution is to just focus on your body positioning. I can't tell you how many times I see people drop their eyes, drop their shoulders, or try to ride with their knees perfectly straight. These are just gonna lead to disaster. So to get off the tightrope and get up and ride, just make sure you keep those eyes up, shoulders back, and keep those knees nice and bent. And that will solve your tightrope issues. But next time you're out riding and you fall trying to get up, just remember what you learned in this video. If you wanna learn more about wake foiling, check out some of our other videos on our YouTube channel, or contact us at mackkiteboarding.com via phone or email, and those are in the link in the description below. But until next time, happy shredding, and I look forward to seeing you in other videos.